Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Today is such a special day. Today is the 7th day in the month of Adar. Everybody knows that the 7th of Adar is both the birthday and the anniversary of death of Moshe Rabbeinu. How do you know when something that you learned touches you in the deepest way? Well, for me personally, when I learn something that I feel touches my neshama in such a passionate way, I know how real it is based on how much my desire is to share it with whoever I come in contact with. So today I wanted to share with you a very, very beautiful short teaching which I just learned from Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach. Rabbi Shlomo directs us to Rav Kook, and Rav Kook has a beautiful teaching explaining to us the essence of what Moshe Rabbeinu was all about. And the chief rabbi Rav Kook says that Moshe Rabbeinu has two highlights which take place in his life. The first highlight, like many of you could imagine, is Moshe Rabbeinu coming down from Mount Sinai with the Torah. A highlight which continues to penetrate Kedusha, holiness in the world till today. The second highlight you'd probably be a little bit shocked about. Rav Kook says that the second highlight in Moshe Rabbeinu's life happened just a little while after Moshe Rabbeinu comes down with the Torah. When Moshe Rabbeinu learns from God that God plans on wiping out the people of Israel, Am Yisrael, after the sin of Chet HaEgel, after the golden calf, Moshe Rabbeinu says to God, I'll tell you what, if you plan on wiping them all out and punishing them, but keeping me alive, I hate to break it to you, Master of the World, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being here. This, Rav Kook says, is the second highlight of Moshe Rabbeinu's life. This is what Moshe Rabbeinu is all about. And this reminds me of another teaching I once heard from Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach as to how someone is supposed to bless someone else on the first night of the year. As you all know, there's a tradition, there's a minhag, that in all synagogues and all shuls, after the davening of the first night of the year, after Mariv, you're supposed to turn to your fellow Jew and wish them, L'shana tova tichateva, you should be written in the book of life. Rabbi Shlomo said it's not enough to wish someone they should be written in the book of life. On the first night of the year, do you know how you have to turn to your friend? Do you know what you have to say? Please, you should know I pray for you to be blessed and written in the book of life, but please know that if you're not written in the book of life, I don't want to be written in it either. This beautiful, 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 beautiful way of understanding how to relate to other people in the eyes of God might be exactly what God is waiting for each and every one of us to get to. That nachon, it's true, I might be blessed with something beautiful, but if I turn to somebody else and they don't get it as well, how good and how sweet could it actually be for me? Rav Kook says that is the second highlight in Moshe Rabbeinu's life. So here we come to the leaders of our generation, and in every generation. And the Zohar HaKodesh says that there are sparks from the soul of Moshe Rabbeinu, which are found in the souls of each generation's Torah scholars and leaders. The Gdoilim, the big ones, the ones we rely upon with our world of Torah. In their neshamas lies the sparks of Moshe Rabbeinu's neshama. So Rav Kook says that most of them are very strong, most leaders are very strong, being connected to the first highlight of Moshe Rabbeinu's life, bringing down the Torah. They can do it beautifully. But to be connected to the second highlight of saying to God, Master of the World, as much as I'm learning, it's great. As much as I know you through your Torah, it's great. But if there's going to be a situation in the world where there'll still be so many people who will keep on building golden calves, and you'll keep on punishing them, and you'll keep on getting mad, if that's going to continue to happen, but at least I have my own little Torah. Reb Shlomo says near Rav Kook that there are only a few neshamas in the world special souls who are just as connected to the second highlight like they are to the first highlight, Moshe Rabbeinu's life. So Master of the world, Ribono Shel Olam, it should be your will, and that our will should become your will. That whenever we see someone else that might be building a golden calf, might be falling, might be getting up, maybe not. Whenever we see this same repetition happen, that as much as we know that Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam, that it's all about the learning, it's all about the Sfarim, it's also all about finding the holy chutzpah that Moshe Rabbeinu had to say to God, they have to have it as well. They have to have real life as well. L'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim. To real life, to really live.